Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about news from the Austrian Grand Prix. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So I really enjoyed that Austrian Grand Prix, and it was great to see the two McLaren drivers battling it out for the lead. As we know, Lando Norris started on pole and Oscar Piastri was in P3. Norris got off the line well, and Piastri managed to go around the outside of Charles Leclerc at turn 1 and took P2. Now I thought Norris would just pull away from this point, considering he has just been dominant throughout the Grand Prix weekend, but Piastri was having absolutely none of it and stayed with him in his DRS, and he stayed there for multiple laps, and I thought he was going to really hurt his tyres staying so close to Lando, but Piastri was just able to do it and kept staying within a second, so he kept having the DRS, and it was just great to see they were getting so close to each other as they fought for the lead. We also saw Piastri force Norris into some errors that allowed him to get even closer, and at one point Piastri went for a lunge into turn 4, so close to wiping the two of them out of the Grand Prix, but Piastri just managed to keep the car under control. But overall, some really good racing. It did start to calm down in the middle of the Grand Prix, with Piastri going longer than Norris, and as a result the gap was larger when Piastri came out of the pit lane. But towards the end of the race, Piastri really did start to close back in on Norris, and even though he couldn't get in within a second of Lando, I still thought it was good racing between the two drivers, and Lando ended up winning and Oscar was in P2. And speaking about his battle with Piastri, Norris said, "We had a great battle, that's for sure. It was a lot of fun. For me, a lot of stress, but a lot of fun. A nice battle. So well done to Oscar. Hopefully it was a nice one for everyone to watch, but inside the car it was tough, especially when he was in DRS. The DRS is so big around here, so it was hard to get him out of the gap. Once I did, I could manage things pretty well, but he was still quick." And giving his views, Piastri said, "Qualifying was unfortunate with the yellow flag. I felt the pace this weekend has been good. Once I could stay in the DRS, I felt pretty good. Once I dropped out after the first stop, it was tough to make the progress to get back. Some things to go over to see if we could have done anything better." But let's move on to Max Verstappen, who did not finish the Austrian Grand Prix. It's unusual to see this, but he was crashed out. Basically, he qualified P7. It was a disappointing P7, but that was due to a yellow flag. I think he could have qualified higher, and I think in the Grand Prix, I think he could have had some decent race pace to maybe challenge the Ferraris, but it just wasn't to be for Verstappen. Basically, at the start of the race on the opening lap, he was minding his own business going into turn 3, and then Kimi Antonelli just locked up the rears, lost control, and just ended up going right into the side of Verstappen and taking himself and Max out of the Grand Prix. And speaking about what happened, Antonelli told Sky Sports, "I didn't necessarily brake too late. It's just that when I braked hard because I was behind other cars, and in that moment I locked the rears. Then I just couldn't stop the car." Now, this was Antonelli's fault, there's no doubt about that, and as a result he is under investigation for the incident. I think the most likely punishment is a grid drop for the British Grand Prix for taking out Verstappen, but we'll see what happens. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.